Women are worried, and you don't have to take my word for it. A new study from the American University Women in Politics Institute and the Barbara Lee Family Foundation found that 2 out of 3 of women's top concerns have to do with the economy. And their top concern is inflation. And the number of women who say health care is one of their top issues when deciding who to vote for has gone up by more than 10% in just 2 years. That number could keep growing. And let me just tell you why. At the beginning of the pandemic, Congress barred states from enforcing rules that require Medicaid recipients to regularly prove their eligibility for the program. But yesterday, that order expired. 5 states have already started kicking Medicaid recipients deemed ineligible off their rolls. Nearly all of the states will finish that process by the end of July. And when it's all said and done, up to 15 million people are expected to lose coverage. That's according to the Kaiser Family Foundation. Of that 15 million, Georgetown University research has found that at least 6.7 million children could lose their health coverage. If this is the first you're hearing of this, you can absolutely be sure that there are countless burnt-out mothers who haven't had to reapply for Medicaid in 3 years, who are just now finding out that they're no longer enrolled. Charles Blow and former Congressman Carlos Curbelo are back with me now. Charles, what does it say about how our government understands women?
You know, I think that everyone is suffering after the pandemic or the effects of the pandemic. Women are particularly hard hit by this, both in the job market, at home, those who have children, and how that ripples through their decision making about whether or not they can seek a job, whether or not they can afford daycare, whether or not they can send their kids to a best school or not. All of these decisions are landing more heavily on women than on men. But you know, I think it is wise to say to the viewers that this cuts both ways. So the Republicans are arming this argument on their side and parental rights side of the equation to say, you know, Joe Biden hasn't done enough to help you. Democrats are looking at it from the inverse and saying, you know, we saw what direct government aid did to help you and your children. That is what Democrats can do for you. And we can help to expand the or Affordable Care Act as more, and that can get more health care for people. That's how the battle is being set up. And it will be interesting to see how that plays out, who wins in that tug of war.
Congressman, what are your thoughts on this? Because I think Charles is right. And frankly, we often hear a lot of Republican candidates and elected officials talk about protecting women when it comes to kicking trans people off of sports teams, right? But the stats say that women are facing economic and real health care woes. So how are Republicans going to do something about that?
Well, yeah, I think both parties are trying to appeal to so many women who are frustrated with the economy, who feel like they can't get ahead, who feel a heavier burden now than before the pandemic. And certainly Republicans are trying to use the education issue to talk about school choice to reach those women. The big problem, Simone, that Republicans have is that Donald Trump is such a distraction. I mean, we saw so many women in the 2022 election in swing states and swing districts punish Republican candidates because they were so associated with Trump. And think about it. It makes sense because they're struggling. They're having a tough time. They feel a heavier burden every day. And then all they read about in the news is Donald Trump and his scandals and his vendettas and his efforts to instigate people in this country. And it just doesn't connect with women. It turns them off. So Republicans are trying to reach women on issues like education, energy affordability. But with Donald Trump leading the headlines every day, it's very difficult, and it really does turn off, especially a lot of those women who are swing voters.
I just thought about something my husband often says to me. He's like, you got to pick your battles. I feel like some of my Republican friends need to pick their battles and just maybe let Donald Trump go if he's not helping you. Charles Blow, former Congressman Carlos Curbelo, thank you both very much.